Yes. Sing, Trina.
That's that EDM.
Yeah.
I like, you know what? I really kind of like this song though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it didn't get the clout it deserved.
It didn't.
It was too soon.
It was.
It was
Thank
like the...
you for the disco lights.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Welcome once again. We are back here at AFTERBUZZ TV, and we are recapping Braxton Family Values, episode 12, Trick Thy Sister. We don't quite have a full panel tonight. We are missing McCall Hall, but she is celebrating somebody's wedding, so kudos to her and the bride and the groom.
Yes.
But you have the three of us back here once again.
You already know.
It's me, DJ Richie Skye. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at DJ Richie Skye. You can also stalk me on the Snapchat, but I don't know. Listen, you might just have to stalk me on the Insta Snap at this point, because listen, I don't know which way to go nowadays. It's just so many that we can go with. But who else we got with us tonight?
My name's Kalima. You can follow me on Twitter at Lima Wisdom ENT and everywhere else at Kalima Music Art Wisdom, where wisdom meets pop culture.
And y'all already know, though, you can follow me everywhere at Mr. Carter, but follow me on Instagram, y'all, because that's where I'm at.
Ooh, he's already drawing a line in the sand. You know what I'm saying?
He's ready for the Insta Snap.
I mean, okay, so listen, we talked about this a little bit beforehand. We got to touch on it because this was popping in right now in pop culture.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Are we doing the Snap? Are we doing the Insta Snap? What are we doing?
I'm IGing. That's where y'all can find me, like, with the real stories. I'm going to still be on Snapchat, but I'm only going to be camera rolling, so that's not really on Snapchat.
He's
y'all.
done.
Yeah,
relationship is over.
I think everyone who knows, like, whatever your go-to social media is, anytime it gets an upgrade, you're gonna be team that social media. For me, Snapchat's my life. I've always been on Snapchat. By the way, Snapchat Lima LIMA007. Follow me.
She said she was there when they invented that.
Yes, I have been down for Snapchat forever. Now, because I love the style of Snapchat, it's the same thing as Instagram. So I'm like, I don't care. I'll do it. I'll do the same thing on Instagram. I love Instagram too.
See, I feel like I got more followers on the Instagram,
Right.
so let me go ahead and nurture that.
Yeah.
And I like those good filters. Thank you, Instagram.
Yes.
Okay,
But
so
I will need you to update the facial filters though.
Listen, I don't need no dog faces.
No, we don't
I just
need
want to
that.
let y'all know that I'm tired of seeing that dog face. I don't want to see it no more.
I just need the one with the little blue like accent, like the one that slims your face out. And
Nah,
you
give me the
girls
one
know what I'm
with-
talking about.
Give me
Don't
the one
even
that looks
front.
like a Greek god.
And some
I'll
of you
keep that
dudes
one.
too.
I'm done with y'all. All right, so let's jump right into this episode.
Yes,
so
indeed.
we're going to talk about my favorite subject first because that's where we started off. Trina and Gabe at the beach.
Shout out to my second home, though.
The beach, Malibu?
Yes.
Listen,
Not
I have been
Malibu
spending-
specifically,
I have
though.
been spending a lot more time at the beach these couple of weeks, and I'm quite enjoying it.
Man,
Yeah.
it's
I needed to do
peaceful.
that.
Summertime for sure.
It's the best.
I needed to do that, but they was on the beach. I mean, and basically, you know, Gabe apologized for being a horrible husband.
That's awesome, and I think that it's about time.
It is.
and
It's
it
about
takes
damn
it takes a
time.
man. It takes a man to be honest and admit that you are human, and you too make mistakes. That doesn't mean it doesn't mean that person's not at fault as well. They're at fault as well, and I think Trina has no problem copping up to the fact that she has, she's had her fault within any relationship. Nobody's perfect, but I think for him, it shows. I think it shows a lot that he's like, you know what? No matter where we go from here, I just want you to know I was wrong. Now, do you think that his intentions were to sweeten her up to try to get her back, or do you think he just wanted to give that information and
Honestly, I do. Like, I don't trust the snake, so I just feel like, he was trying to get back up in there. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And I mean, this is, I say this with all jest, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Gabe, because I don't really know him, but I'm just saying that I feel like there was a softening up move.
So
like,
it wasn't genuine?
Y'all
I
feel
don't
like it was
know.
ulterior motive?
I don't know.
That's what it sounds like.
I don't feel like he had an angle. I
But
feel like
see-
he was genuine. I feel like it came from a genuine place because knowing Gabe's history, y'all know Gabe is full of shit, and y'all know that he's not an admitter. He don't care. You feel me? So just the fact that we see a change in him,
Okay.
is like that's progress, baby steps. That's huge.
Okay.
for him,
I mean,
for Gabe.
I'm here for a baby step. I don't know. I have a hard time trusting people once they, continuously do something to you. So I'm looking at her
for
like,
sure.
my thing is, I feel like she has such a genuine heart, and she's, you know what I'm saying? She just wants to
Right.
believe
Right.
in something with him. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So I just feel a little bit wary. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know where he's gonna go with her. What are your intentions
Exactly.
towards my sister? You know what I'm saying? That's what I would be wondering. But
Sure.
anyway, so Tamar and Trina, end up at Tamar's house, having some drinks, and shout out to Tamar for being a heavy pourer. Did you see her pouring that drink?
I did though, y'all.
I was
She
like,
had the Costco
girl,
she had the
enough for us
Costco
too?
one, y'all. The Costco bottle.
And that's when we learned that Tamar has been asked by the Getty family to perform at August Getty's birthday carnival.
Awesome.
He had lost about 8 friends in the Orlando shooting at Pulse nightclub. So this meant a lot to her to be able to, go and show support for him and, honor his friends and his birthday. So that was pretty dope.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
shout out to the fact that him and how he stated August and his mother, how they share the reason that their bond is so close now is because they share the same interest in Tamar. They're both Tamartians.
Tamar.
Awesome.
So that was really cool. I was like, yo, that's dope.
That is.
That's dope.
And he's also a great designer as well. So
Oh yeah, shout out to them
him.
clothes.
Come on. So next we have Towanda, Trina, and Traci at the winery where, essentially Traci tells them that she's going back into the studio because she's recording another song. But Traci has a hidden agenda. She actually wants her sisters to perform background on the song.
Doo-wop Pop Chicks reunited.
See, now, okay, I was confused at this point because I was thinking to myself, if my sister is here and in town, you know what I'm saying, and I'm recording my song, my new joint, you know what I'm saying, and I'm working on my second album, I think I would want them as a feature and not on the background.
Right.
I mean, what about
that? Makes so much sense. Yeah, if you want them to be on the track as background, at least give them a feature. But that's if they want that, though.
And clearly we know that they're not interested in doing doo-wop pop
but
anymore.
I could bet that they're gonna do it for her because it's
Right.
only their part's gonna only be about not even a day to record.
Well, at this point we don't know because they don't know. She's gonna trick them to come into the studio. She's not gonna tell them. She's just gonna listening party.
Right,
That's what they think they're going
Her
for.
listening party.
Which just so happens to be on the same night of Tamar's performance at August Getty's carnival birthday party. So she wouldn't have been able to make it. So anyway, basically Traci comes and she brings them to the studio and she says, "Y'all want to do these background vocals?"
Oh my gosh,
And they're looking like, "What?"
that's so funny.
Like, who does that?
Well, she knew that was the only way.
Let me tell you, if I invite you to the studio, I'm gonna tell you, girl, get that voice ready.
Right.
You gonna sing
It's like
tonight.
you don't just tell people off guard, like, listen, hey, even people who are technically professional singers.
I mean,
Well,
the Lord
see, for
says,
them-
"Be ye ready," but I'm just saying.
Exactly. I mean, if you can sing, I feel like this. If you can sing, if you really can sing, it should never be a time where you are not ready. If you are really a singer, there should never be a
I
time that
agree
you're
with
not
you.
ready.
I have people that come into audition all the time, and then they say that they singers, and I say sing something, and then they can't sing nothing.
Is it because they're scared, or is it because
I don't know? But don't ever tell somebody that you're a singer and you can't sing,
And you can't
right
sing.
then and there.
Right.
Sing a little
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness. You know that I love
Yes.
you.
And see, boom, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't
If
even
say
know what I
sing,
was singing,
you
y'all.
need to sing. If
I had
you
to
say
make
you
it
can
work.
sing.
Yes.
Okay, so there we have it.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That on the spot.
Dang, that was on the spot. I wasn't
you did it,
expecting
girl.
it.
You
Well, I
did
had
it.
to. No, but it's true. You're 1,000% right because nobody's gonna believe you. You gotta have a song
Exactly.
like ready.
Come on now. That's how we do it out here. Anyway, so the song Broken Things actually kind of knocks to me. Like, I was
Yeah,
here
that
for
beat.
it. Whereas I wasn't necessarily so sure where I was going with Body Shots, Body Party, whatever we were calling that song. I'm really here for Broken Things. I thought that was a really dope track. The beat was there. You know what I'm saying? It had a hard knock to it, but it's still, the subject matter was kind of lovey-dovey. You know what I'm saying?
And it fits for her.
It fits for her and it fits for her sisters.
Yes.
Like when they started singing it, like,
notes.
Trina went in there, she knocked it out, Towanda killed it, and then Miss Toni comes
Right.
through.
Showed up. Can you believe
Toni,
that?
living legend, comes through to hear the song, and they asked her to sing on it too.
Now y'all remember that? Y'all remember back a couple it was some seasons ago. But remember when they were supposed to do like a Braxton's album, and remember how they could never get that together because Toni didn't want to be a part or somebody didn't want to be a part. So the fact that Toni even showed up to the studio and was like, "Yeah, I'll go in there and drop some vocals," it was like, "What, Toni? What?"
To me, this was like such an amazing moment. I actually had chills watching her in the vocal booth, sing. I would love to see like a behind the scenes making of the album with Toni Braxton.
Oh my goodness, yes.
I would really love to see that because it's just something about her.
Yes, the artistry.
Yes,
the way that she like her process of recording. Yeah.
It was,
I mean, I haven't seen too much, but just the little clips even on the show of her when they were trying to all record that album, you can hear she's a professional. She can hear certain things that other people can't hear.
Right.
Shout out to Traci also for having cheese and wine at the studio. Because
No, she did it. She had
Yes, right. Cheese and wine.
Listen.
Dairy and wine, y'all, while y'all trying to do background vocals in the booth.
Traci, I'm not mad at you, girl. Listen, she said they just came there to listen, but she made them sing. She ain't sing.
Right.
So shout out to you, Traci. And then we kind of flip back and forth between the studio and Tamar at the Getty Carnival. And, you know, Vince introduces Tamar. Well, Tamar meets August and his mother. And then Vince introduces her, which I thought was really, you know, kind of cute to see her husband introduce her on stage. And she takes the stage and she calls him up to, you know, she calls August up to twerk, and he does a little twerk with his friends. Now, I thought she was going to perform or something. That's what I was thinking. So I was just waiting to hear Love and War or Hot Sugar or something like that. I thought she was going. But so she might have sang. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't show it on the show. But when she did sing, when she did open that mouth and sing Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
She
Oh my God. I was just like, wow. It was just so effortless. Like, how do you sing like that? Like, if I could sing, like, and I could sing like that, I mean, none of y'all would know me. Like, nobody. Like, I'm serious. Like, nobody would know me.
He couldn't tell me nothing.
You know what I'm saying? She killed that. So, next we get to Toni's house, and, you know, they're getting dressed. Well, she's trying to find a dress for the McDonald's 365 Black Awards.
I didn't even know that was an award, y'all.
No.
Have you
Well,
ever
it's
heard of this
actually
award before?
So I used to do public relations for a company that actually worked with the artists that went on tour for it's because it's actually a tour as well. It's an organization, but they have a tour during the summertime, and they usually feature a lot of gospel artists. Gospel, maybe R&B a little bit. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's mostly gospel. So I had heard of the organization before, so it was cool to see it, you know, on television and see that they were honoring Toni with this award, and it was for her work with, I guess, lupus and autism. You know, because her son has autism.
Yeah.
So that was pretty dope. Shout out to Toni for not picking that liquid dress, although I do think it might have looked hot on her.
The liquid was that the silver?
You know what? I wasn't necessarily here for her.
Was funny.
I mean, it did kind of look like aluminum foil, but I was low key kind of here for it, and I kind of wanted to see her put it on, but that was just for my amusement.
So Towanda can make her jokes.
I thought that the Disney princess was hot, though.
Yeah, the dress that she did end up picking was beautiful.
Yeah.
Definitely beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, the white one was cute too.
It was. The first one, was that her stylist?
Yeah.
The white one that he did pick was cute, but she was like, nah, she wanted something more New Orleans. Which to me was, I didn't kind of understand that. Like when she was like, I want something more New Orleans, I was like, well, what do you mean?
What's that mean?
I mean, I got it. You know,
I've never been,
felt like
so I don't really know
it was
what
very
New Orleans
Beyonce
is.
deja vu dancing through the fields. I felt like that's something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I felt like she just wanted something. I'm just saying that was a.
Made me want to hear some.
Okay, like, you know, that's kind of how I felt she was thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So I got it when she said it, but you know, shout out to her for picking the right dress.
Right.
Yes.
And then you know what? On this season, it seems like I will say this: Toni has been winning a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she said, she even said it herself.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of awards in my career now instead of doing albums.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to see, like, that your career can shift. You don't always have to be stuck in your music box.
Yeah.
You feel me? You can
Yeah.
branch out and do anything.
I do remember Toni saying in a previous season that when you're not making hot music, that's when you start to get more awards, and it's usually a sign of the end of your career when you're just getting congratulations, and it's like, do you guys agree with that? Because
I don't know, but that's
when she mentioned,
interesting.
because when she mentioned, like, I
very
love
interesting.
getting awards, I love the acknowledgement. I'm wondering if she sees it as a sign of, like, this is the end.
I mean, I don't really want Toni to be ending right now?
No, I don't want her to end.
What though? Because Toni ain't put an album out
But
since
she does get a lot
duet
of
album with
awards.
Babyface. She has not had a solo
She just got a
record in
Lifetime
minute.
Achievement Award. That's
I would like another Toni Braxton album.
Yes.
I would too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I really, really would. I
and
feel like,
honestly, it depends on where she wants to go. And you let me know what you think. But I think that if she just, you know how they said the Birdman feature, which I don't I don't prefer her do a feature with Birdman, but I feel like she can get back in and do something with, maybe, I don't want to say Future, but somebody hot and new right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, who else? Bryson,
Like
not
Drake.
Bryson, no. Yeah, Drake.
Hell
no, see,
yeah.
Drake could put a little sample, tweak her voice a
Exactly.
little
You
bit,
know, Drake is
so
an
it'll
R&B
work.
cat. Drake
So
is
it'll
an R&B
work.
cat.
I don't really.
Uh-oh. Thank God it was
Sorry,
no
my
water.
cup.
Ooh, shout out to
Yeah.
no water in there. Her phone,
Because my phone was right
her
here.
phone would have been done.
her cup is a prop. It is. There's nothing liquid in it.
Oh, a little bit, but not much.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying in my hardest to A&R this album right here in my head, and
Yeah.
I'm just, I cannot.
I feel like she
I-
could stay current if she.
I almost don't want her to use Drake because I almost feel like that would be
A cop
too
out?
obvious.
Okay.
This is no disrespect to Drake.
He's a
I feel like
legend. He's a legend. She's a legend.
He is. But I almost feel like it looks like she's trying
too hard?
to go
I
this
don't think
younger
so.
route.
So
The
you
re-
think she should go with somebody a little older? Maybe somebody who was out
okay.
around her era?
I mean, maybe, but it's got to be somebody that's still working, somebody that's still hot, and I'm trying to think of who that would
Yeah,
be.
that wouldn't. That's what I'm saying.
I don't even know who else is like
That was like
killing
out
it
in like
right-
the
well,
90s or
maybe
like
not.
early 2000s?
Maybe not so
Maybe
much that they were
Maxwell?
out then. No, I don't want to.
No singers?
I don't
Someone
wanna see
who's
that.
a legend but can still come. D'Angelo. D'Angelo just look. D'Angelo just got he just got an award
Girl,
for
you might
his,
as well just say Lauryn Hill.
Oh.
Like in my
tried
eyes.
it. Are you trying
no.
D'Angelo? Did you hear his latest
D'Angelo tried
album?
D'Angelo. That's all I'm saying.
D'Angelo tried D'Angelo.
I'm not doing that work. He did it all.
No. Oh my goodness.
Richie.
Betrayed
Shout out
my
for him.
heart
Shout
really
out to him
loved.
for still making music. I appreciate it, but I'm just saying, like, what happened betwixt here and there, I really don't know.
Right.
But okay, so maybe maybe not Drake. Maybe we're just looking for somebody less obvious. Who would be a less obvious choice? Because I feel like almost Future would be like an obvious
It would.
choice.
That's what I was gonna
So
say, yeah.
who's
Not
who's
big.
hot right now, but
So,
that's
like-
not too big that could make a hot thing, a Toni song.
See, I was thinking Bryson Tiller, but that's not the style.
Yeah.
See, he's not
You
that
thinking
hot,
rap?
but he's like trendy right now. He's
See,
hot. He's hot
I'm
to
almost
me,
kind of
but-
inclined to say like The Weeknd or Frank Ocean or
See,
somebody
the
like that.
The
to
Weeknd,
give
Frank
her,
Ocean, that would go well with
I
to
Sibling.
give her
The
like
Weeknd
a
would be dope, man.
deep R&B
Right.
moody type sound.
Oh my goodness.
That's still
The Weeknd would be everything.
that's still like current, but like it would almost fit her to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you could tell Toni ain't trying to do something too crazy.
No,
Yeah, I feel
no,
like they could give her
exactly.
something that was still in her wheelhouse, and it would still sound like Toni, not trying to sound like 2016, just sounding like Toni.
Oh my goodness, I really hope she watches this and thinks about that because
I hope she watching too.
yes. Because if I saw that, if I never heard the song even on the radio, and I just said, if I was scrolling down my timeline, new track by, featuring Weeknd or featuring Toni, I'd be down, and maybe even featuring Drake with it, cause Drake and Weeknd are
still
good
trying to
You
together.
love Drake, huh?
You
You
are
love Drake.
still trying to
Drake and Weeknd sound good together, so like
She
let him
loves
get a
Drizzy.
little feature.
You are still trying to
A
put
little
him on his
verse?
Can he be on track number 10 and not track number 1?
Yeah.
Like, girl, can we put him on like later in the album? I'm just trying to like, because here's the thing, like, sometimes I just feel like, let's not do the obvious, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
definitely not.
Let's still go that route, but let's
Right.
not go like what everybody else is doing right now.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And I feel like The Weeknd is hot enough, but not everybody's using him.
Exactly. No, that's true.
Okay, so like let's start with The Weeknd.
I hope she really
He wants you to agree.
let go of Drake. No, I feel you. I feel you.
Okay. He could pop through the video, do a little dance
Yeah.
or something. You know what I mean? Like get a meme going and keep it pushing. Just saying.
Yeah, keep it buzzing for the meme, and then
No, I think that would be dope, and I'm trying to think of who else. But I do think the Birdman thing could work. Maybe if he kind of produced the track. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
and didn't jump on it.
Okay, that would be funny if Toni ended up signed to Cash Money.
Let me tell
I
you
would
something.
be very disappointed.
But wait a minute. Why would that be such a bad move if she was signed to them?
Because it downgrades her.
We've heard about Cash Money though. Cash Money don't pay their
Exactly.
people. So Toni,
But
Toni
regardless
already
of
had
that,
money problems back in the day.
yes,
She can't go through
that's
that
the
again.
professional and the business side. Like, why even try yourself? But that to me, that's a downgrade. Like, who needs to? Oh, I'm with Cash Money. Like, okay.
Right, who claims
Like
Cash Money?
Okay,
Don't nobody like
no
Nicki and Drake
shade,
don't even
no
claim
shade.
Cash or Young
I'm just
Money,
being
like,
honest. How many people did they sign? What was that one song with Lloyd that they came out with?
Bear Rock. Mm-hmm.
All those rappers, and you ain't never seen them since. I'm just
Right.
being honest. Look, he's like, I can't talk too much. I'm talking a little too much. I already
That's the
know.
truth, though. It's
I already know.
facts.
But it's true. That's
It's
what I'm saying.
facts.
Like, you don't hear about these people anymore, and I think maybe that's because of the business.
And Birdman, we are not putting no disrespect on
No,
your name.
please,
We are
Will.
respecting your name.
Like
I respect your
As
legacy,
McCall
bro.
would say,
Like
I don't
McCall-
want
we
these
don't want
fucking
these
problems.
we don't want
I
these
don't
I
want
was
these
like,
problems.
we
I'm
don't
keeping
want
my
these
mouth
problems.
shut.
Yes.
Tony, if you want to sign to Cash Money,
Right.
you
Do
can go
your
ahead and
thing
sign it.
and
Go ahead.
upgrade them just by signing.
All I'm gonna say is get the check first,
Right.
Get the check first.
Make sure you get your
we
money.
need it up front.
and make sure it's clear. Okay.
Clear.
And speaking of New Orleans, so we're back here. We are in New Orleans. Toni accepts her award, yet another award that Toni Braxton is accepting. I want to point out something that I think is funny later because she said this in just about every episode. But she accepts her award, which is amazing. She looks amazing. I love the fact that her sisters introduced her. I love that.
Oh,
And
yes.
they always fly.
I love
they
that.
always looking fly.
And they always are
There
genuinely supporting. Like,
doesn't-
you are everything.
Like
yeah.
there doesn't seem
Living
to be
legend.
any type of animosity there.
Yeah, like we have to do this for our sister.
Yeah, like I mean, it just seems so genuine and so exciting to me. You know what I'm saying? And out of all the seasons, I feel like this to me has been the season that I've liked the most because there's been the least amount of like
Sister issues.
heavy
Yeah, like sibling
bickering.
drama.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Although I'm here for a little bit, but like not too much. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
it carries over from like the entire season. I don't want to see that as much because I love seeing them have fun.
Right.
Which is why I love this episode. Now let's see here. All right, so well, first off, I just want to talk about Traci saying that she has balls that itch in the car.
Traci.
Why does she
Traci-
like always have to bring attention to her hoo-ha?
Cause Traci nasty. Y'all know her new album. She trying to be risque.
Okay.
So
Body shots?
she
Hello?
right. She about that life right now,
Body
y'all.
shots.
I guess
So-
that explains it, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But listen, either you having too many
But she
org-
made a good point for the anatomy of a human.
right.
where
Cause I didn't know that.
I knew that, but I didn't like. You know.
Wait. So what is it? So what is it, y'all?
This is
So
health
the-
education hour for
Right.
those of you who
Peep
didn't know.
this.
It's not the ovaries. It's not the ovaries.
Gonads?
Whatever.
Is that what
I don't
gonads.
even know.
Yeah, she said the gonads
Okay.
either they're like it's not determined at first. Like it either goes up and then it's
Yeah,
a girl,
yeah,
or if
exactly,
they
and
go down, then it
then
ends
it's
up being a
balls.
boy. But that's very interesting because I didn't know that. And
So
we may not be
every single
explaining
human
it
is
perfectly, but it's the
First
truth.
starts off as a male and then it transitions to a woman.
I'm confused.
In the womb.
I mean, she's got balls. She's having multiple orgasms that she can't control. Like, listen.
Traci off the chain,
I don't know what's going on down there, but I hope that it clears up soon, Traci.
I hope to.
Okay.
I really, really do. Before we go, I want to also address Trina telling her sisters that Gabe has apologized. There was a little bit of concern that there could be a rekindlization there. Now, how are we feeling about that?
Well, I think that Toni made a great point that, some people, they can't even get out of it. There's always going to be a place in their heart for someone that they once loved, even if they were disrespected. It's just like we have moms. We love our mom to death. We'll take a bullet for our mom, but we can't stand our mom sometimes, So you cannot like someone and love them and still have a place for them. And even though you got to be smart enough to be like, you can't take this place anymore, even though I'm always going to have feelings for you.
Yes.
And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that, he helped with her kids too. So it's not just an investment as a relationship with the opposite sex. It's an investment into my family, my lifestyle, But, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
mean,
think that she's
you know.
going to take him back. though.
Not at all. I mean, like she said, when she said to him, she was like, no, it was like a epiphany. I had an epiphany. Like it was a wake up call. Like, thank you for that.
Yeah.
True
Closure.
100%
I needed
closure
that.
I needed, but that's all I needed. I don't need you. You feel me? So
That's exactly it.
I can respect that.
There's a saying, I think that, sometimes you can love a person, but I need to love you from over here and not right next to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. I feel like she's at that point now where I feel like she does know that she loves him.
Yeah.
But she also knows that she can't be with him.
Yeah.
But then again, I worry for her because I feel like she's stronger.
Right.
Just like most people, you're stronger when you're away from that person. You know what I'm saying? So what happens when she goes back to the ATL, you know what I'm saying, and the cameras ain't there, you know, the sisters ain't there, you know what I'm saying? What's going to happen?
And remember, Tamar had a little secret. She was like, I know something y'all don't know. I'll tell you about it later.
Didn't know shit. I don't think she knew nothing. I think she was just...
I think she did.
Listen,
being messy,
we're gonna get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Because I got a lot to say about that part.
Yeah, but I think that it goes back to what you said, you know, she definitely loves him, but I think it's all just going to come down, is she going to be strong enough? Because she's been in a relationship, she's had a rebound, like, who wants to be single when you have, you know, like, I feel like it's going to be, is she going to be strong enough to, even when she's lonely, to be like, no?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I don't know.
I fear for her. I fear for her.
Yeah.
Because now he's put on his nice face again.
And her sisters know her best. They're like, we know how you get when y'all are about to get back together. Like, you ain't even supposed to be at a picnic with him. Like, you already know if you go to a picnic with him, next thing is somebody gonna have a key to some house. So
that's right.
That's just the energy that she had.
You do not take a recovering drug addict to a crack house.
Right.
Like,
right. Don't tease him, right?
You know what I'm saying? And she just going right back into the crack house.
Right. And I've been there. That's why I feel so bad, because, you know, it's like a hopeless romantic. Like, you just want to be in love, and you know that this person at some point did do you right, even though they did you wrong. They're human, but they did you right. And so it's hard. It's like I said, it's all gonna go back to if she's gonna be strong enough. Because if you think too much about but he was sweet, and that was sweet that he took me to the picnic, she's gonna if she thinks too much about all the good things, she's gonna go back. But if she focuses on the fact that he was not a good husband, she said it very strongly, like he was a bad husband, he was like the worst husband. Maybe she'll be like, oh, I don't want to get married to him, but I'll like give him another chance as a boyfriend, which that ain't even, that's,
What you think?
No.
It's a very sticky situation because I've been there. So it's tough, you know, and I even wrote it down in my notes when Toni was like, sometimes, well, first off, we were created to love. Love is in our DNA. It's what we're supposed to do. You feel me? So it's hard when you really, really, truly do have like real agape love for somebody, that real unconditional love for somebody.
Come on, agape.
Like,
I know, agape. I was like, okay, check, I'll remember that one.
So it's hard because I understand. You feel me? Like I've
So does
been
that
there,
mean that
so
because
I
you have
know.
unconditional love for someone that you are always gonna fall because it's unconditional?
No, it doesn't mean you'll always fall, but like you said, you'll always have that place for them. You feel me? But it's a sticky situation, y'all. It's
self-restraint.
It's
you
hard.
have to have strong self-restraint. And I just from Trina, if she doesn't go back with him, if she does go back with him, she's a good actress in this episode because she seemed like, I'm smarter than this. I've been to therapy. I know what I've let go of.
But I feel like it's not an act though, because y'all all know, we all been through this. Okay, you all having a good time with your friends, you know what I'm saying? And you big and bad, you done got over this whole situation, you good. You popping it and dropping it and dipping and doing it out in the streets, you having a good old time. And yeah, you be like, you girl, yeah, I'm over him. He walk in. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Let me try to think of somebody.
You know you got one.
No, it's true. It's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
Now, if
so
we're out having fun, then of course I'll be like, oh my God, there he is.
Exactly. That's
but like,
what I'm
if
saying.
it depends on what setting it is, for sure.
Listen.
That's what I'm saying. How strong I am is going to depend on what setting. If we're having fun already, it's going to be like, ugh. But if I'm like,
Right,
you know,
y'all,
if you know you're in class or
complicated.
something, it's like, okay, Kalima, you only have an hour. So you're like, just deal with him being in there and just keep it moving.
Yeah, I don't know.
See,
I don't know about that. It gets sticky.
See, that's
Like,
what I'm
when you
saying.
love
And
somebody.
we put on the space because we trying to hype ourselves up like we can handle it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a little bit that might be what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not getting back together. I'm over it.
She's
'Cause
good at it.
And she also know that they don't want her to get back together. So
Exactly.
she's gonna, you know, she's got that posse right now.
Right.
But let me tell you something. That
when the
moment,
doors close and she get by herself.
She calls
When it
Jason.
ain't nothing but you, y'all listen, when it ain't nothing but you and your thoughts though.
Okay.
That's when you call him Jason. I'm just saying, that's what the rebound was from the beginning.
And
I don't
speaking
know.
of Jason, we're gonna get to that in just 1 second. So you know what though, and I'm gonna shout out McCall right now because she says that we never remember these restaurants, but they were eating at Brennan's in New Orleans.
We got you
Boo,
while you not
got
here.
you.
Boop.
Now what? Anyway, I just had to throw that in there. Anyway, so they're eating the awards post dinner. Tamar has changed out of her cat suit, which was cutting off some things, and she's changed into a nice little demure number. She looks good. Miss E is ordering some alcohol-free cocktails, a pina colada with no alcohol, which is in effect a milkshake.
They call it a pineapple milkshake, y'all. I ain't never heard of that. Shit sounds
Shout out
nasty.
to Miss E.
It sounds nasty.
If there is one
A
consistent
pineapple milkshake
person,
sounds good.
one what? If there's one consistent person on this show, it is definitely Miss E. So
Okay.
shout out to you,
Yes,
Miss
I
E.
love Miss E. Yes.
Love her. She always has the best one-liners.
Yes.
So Tamar's making the Birdman noise because everybody want to know where he at.
Oh, so that's why she.
That's
been
what it was.
Okay, y'all. I've been thinking she been doing that because that was her new Tay Martian sound.
I thought it
think
was
she been doing
too.
that for the
She just
Birdman.
made-
But she does
So
it to annoy
think,
Toni.
Oh, but
so I think it
was a
might be
double thing.
a dual
Okay.
thing for in that moment.
Okay.
In that.
Okay.
And she'll
'Cause,
never
that was
stop
funny.
either.
Yeah, that was funny. 'Cause she
And
was like,
Toni
"Why are
kind of
you making
cringes
bird
too.
noises?" And I was
Like,
like,
really?
So Tamar mentions that this is the first time they all are, in relationships except for Mama E. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And Trina's like, I mean, I'm not in a relationship. And Tamar's like, yes, you are. So Tamar kind of implies that, little Miss Trina is dipping and doing it with Mr. Black Nasty.
Ooh.
who gave him that nickname? Like,
Oh, when they sang that, ooh.
is he nasty?
That was
Like,
the
I don't
best.
And then they
understand. Like,
say,
I must have missed
no,
that.
it was because
Right.
I think it was because the nasty part I know at least came from the fact that Trina said that he was nasty in the boudoir.
In the bedroom. Oh.
in the boudoir.
In the boudoir, as I channel my inner Blanche Devereaux. So then Trina strikes back
Yes,
with
she
this
does.
comment that, and I gotta read it word for word.
Please.
She said that Tamar lost all that weight because she had climbed that mountain.
Tamar
I
couldn't
just
take
want to read it again because I really we got to get into this comment right here. Tamar lost all that weight because she climbed that mountain.
That's so rude. Like, it's rude. Okay, listen.
Okay.
It's okay. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I
go,
don't think.
go.
I don't think it's like he's fat. That was rude to call him a mountain, but it was a joke. And she needs to get out of her feelings. And it's right what Toni said. She can dish it, but she can't take it.
Listen, this is okay. So I just
And
gotta.
so what if she lost that weight? I don't care how she lost it. She lost it with her husband. Who cares?
I don't think that was the
Intention?
No, I don't think that the lost the weight part was the offense. I think it was the offense that you were saying that the husband is as big as a mountain.
He is
Like
fat. He's fat. He's fat.
Tamar and Vince, I don't want these problems.
It's
Birdman,
rude. It's
I don't want
rude.
these
It is
problems.
rude. But
my thing
she
about it
came
is
back.
like
She clapped
this.
back. Don't be mad.
My thing is this. I feel like there's a degree of clapperization.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
She crossed the line.
I think she
Indeed,
crossed the line
indeed,
because listen,
indeed.
here's the thing though. Like
Okay, she's
they
sensitive
talked
about
they
the
talked about Black Nasty in the sense that they all gave him that nickname because of things that Trina said about him.
Okay.
So that was something that
Trina
she
said
had a
about
part
right.
of in creating. You know what I'm
Tamar
saying?
didn't call her man a mountain.
When you can't, and that was just somebody she was dating. You know what I'm saying? You cannot call somebody's husband.
That's her husband.
more than a decade, I believe.
That got
You
your
know-
grandchild. You feel me? Or you mean your nephew? excuse
As
me.
big as a mountain.
Right.
So for me, I was just curious as to how nobody else found offense to this statement. Like,
yeah, I was offended.
And listen, Toni, she was like, you know, can't this just be all about me tonight? Well, girl, I'm like, you every night been about you because you've been winning all these awards. And I mean, I ain't mad at you because, girl, I would want it to be about me too. But what I'm saying was, I just felt like, why nobody else offended by this? Why is it just me? Why am I just offended by this statement?
Right.
I understand that, you know, she got to clap back, but like, you got to think strategically. Like, I got to get you in a little bit of.
Has anybody had a black mate? I mean, I'm sorry, a fat mate.
A fat mate. I mean,
but like I said,
if my sisters
that
tried me, I would know that it was a
clapback
joke, and I would.
disrespectful.
Okay, it was, and maybe because she was drinking a little bit, she was being a little sensitive. But she needs to stop. As much as she tries people for, I mean, she goes for the jugular, even though it's funny. Tamar's always just being funny.
I just think that you can be funny, and I think that there's things that you just don't say about somebody's
Hurt people,
spouse.
hurt people.
In
Trina
front of
felt,
everybody else. Like, if it was just maybe her, them two, and they were just joking, like, girl, that's okay. You know, okay. But nigga at the table, excuse that. Ooh, sorry for the N word. In front of everyone, the table, the family though, and your mama, that was too much.
Oh my God, y'all are really going off
but
about
Trina
the
was
word
upset
mountain.
about it because Trina, you could tell Trina was a little serious about that. She may have said she was joking, but I feel like Trina was getting upset because of what Tamar said. So Trina clapped back.
She was
but
just
her
hurt.
clapback
She was
too
like, "What can I
serious,
do?"
though.
Yeah, she was like, "What can I do to
you
like
can't do that to
hit her
nobody
where it
weight,
hurts, where
Joe.
she hit me?"
Because what if Vince was uncomfortable about his weight, or what if Tamar was
I think
uncomfortable
she
about
is.
Vince's
He's
weight?
not the ideal.
I'm sure he is uncomfortable
Of
by it.
course. You
And
can't
to
do
be
that. That was an
be
attack.
an executive producer on a show like that, or I think he is. I'm not sure what his title is, but you know, it's like you might want to watch who you call in.
Yeah.
Fat.
That's her brother-in-law.
That was touchy. That was
You know
just
what I'm
a real
saying?
touchy
And I
thing.
just feel like, I mean, whether or not he would take offense to it, I really don't know.
I need you guys to get on the comment section and make sure you guys let us know, do you think the word mountain is too sensitive for these little kids? Because this is
in
like...
the context it was used, yes it was.
I just
in the
don't.
context it was
Yeah,
used,
I
yes
mean,
it was.
we could be going at each other, but I'm not about to disrespect anybody's weight. I just
Hell
know
no.
people are
I
very
I get
sensitive
that.
about
I get that.
You know
No,
what
I
I'm
get
saying?
that. And I do think it was below the belt, but I think that Tamar could have been like, wow, that was really messed up, and continued to eat. She wouldn't even eat.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, agreed. The fact
let
that
me
she
tell
got
y'all
up and was
something.
like, I'm not hungry no more,
I'm gonna
that was
tell
extra.
y'all like this. I'm the same way. You make me mad, I'm not really sitting with you. I'm leaving. That's just how I mean, because I know it's certain buttons
You don't wanna be around you,
press,
yeah.
and I just need to get away for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I, you know,
I think it's just because she's the baby and she gets what she wants. I'm telling you. Because all of the rest of them, they seem to be more mature than that. And Toni was like, please, this is supposed to be my night. Like, just be here for me.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to do this tonight? Like, go home after this dinner. Even if you don't talk for the rest of the dinner. We've all been like that where you have to sit with your family. You're mad. You don't want to sit at the table. And then after you slam your door like a little kid. I can see Tamar doing that and just be like, I ain't talking to nobody for the rest of the night.
I don't think it was immature. I think it was just like you went too far, and I'm not about to sit here with you while everybody else tell me to get over it when I'm offended.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, you can't tell me not to be offended by something that I'm offended by.
Right.
And you can't tell me to brush it under the rug and act like nothing ever happened because you want to have a good night. No, she shouldn't have said what she said, and then your night would be good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do understand too that they all wanted it to be a nice dinner. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And so to kind of defuse
But
the situation.
can we all agree that Tamar needs to grow up?
I can agree with that.
Okay.
I'm not going to say that because I don't think that that's the case
You don't
in this
think she's
situation.
overreacting?
I
Okay,
don't.
okay.
I mean, you cannot talk about somebody's spouse.
Mm-hmm.
You just, I mean, that's hands off because in this particular context, you know, Vince has done nothing.
Yeah.
disparaging
Why is
to
he?
her.
Yeah.
Himself.
No, you're right.
You
Why
know
He
what
is
I'm
didn't even
saying?
defend himself.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
I feel
so
you.
if she had come at Tamar with something else, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
Even about her.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
her, that would have been a little bit different. You know what I mean? But the spouse thing is like, girl, you threw the wrong stone. That's just my opinion. Anyway, so real quick, let's get into some predictions. What do we think is going to happen next week? Because I did not even see the preview.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right.
Dang, that was quick that time. Did y'all notice that? I mean, did they cut it? I mean, I feel like they cut it short.
Cut it.
You need to cut it.
Okay, so what y'all think about that happening?
Predictions.
You think Tamar gonna stay mad? How long?
No. I think the next episode she's gonna leave it alone. I think there might be a little saltiness, but I think it's gonna be like whatever.
Do we think Trina's gonna apologize?
Absolutely not. I do think that we're gonna learn more about her and Gabe, though. I think
Gabe is still here.
Yeah, I think that we're gonna see more about this relationship unfold, whether it's together or not together.
What you think?
Yeah, definitely. To piggyback with that, I definitely think we're gonna get a little more story or background as to where Gabe and Trina are going to proceed.
What about
Toni and Birdman?
That's what I'm waiting on.
Right, we waiting on Birdman to make an appearance. Mr. Music Mogul, Mr. Respect on your name, Mr. Cash Money.
He not.
I want to see a little bit more about that, and I also want to see a little bit more of Traci working on this
That's
album.
what I was gonna say. Do you guys think there's gonna be more?
I hope so.
I think.
When are we gonna get the single? Apple Music, iTunes today, tonight,
Probably
midnight. What's going on, y'all?
I mean, for me personally, I'm a little bit more here for the Broken Things being a single because I just feel like, I mean, I don't know. I ain't heard, I haven't heard the full Body Shots, but just based on the little bit that I did hear, Broken Things, girl, Broken Things. That's the route to go.
Yeah.
So since you a DJ, let me ask you this question: when Body Shots do drop, and y'all get y'all, how y'all get y'all little DJ. I know y'all got a site where y'all get all your music ahead of time.
Yes.
So when Body Shots hit the site, you gonna play that?
I gotta
show
hear
Traci
it.
some love.
You can do a little mix to
Show
it.
Traci some love.
Let me tell you something. I gotta hear it. I gotta see the BPM and figure out where I can fit it into the set.
Okay. Okay.
And if it knocks and if I feel like it's appropriate, I will. Some environments I feel like I could probably play it and it would get a great reaction. But some environments I feel like I might not be able to play it, just depending on how it sounds.
I feel you.
So it depends.
True.
I don't know. We'll
We'll see, Trace.
We will see. So yeah, this has been another edition of Braxton Family Values After Show. We want to say thank you guys for watching. As always, listen, comment on YouTube, tweet us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Follow these people on Instagram and then follow their Insta snaps and comment and send them DMs because they love it. But listen, share our stuff, share everything on AFTERBUZZ TV. Check out and listen, guys. Tell them any other shows that you guys are on real quick. Who we got with us tonight?
Again, y'all know my name is Mr. Carter. I also do Greenleaf's after show, as well as this one. And what else do I do, y'all? I will be back for Bad Girls Club next season too, so stay tuned for that.
Yes. Actually, right after this, I'm going to be doing the Olympics preview. So if you guys are interested in learning and seeing some more about the Olympics and putting your predictions in, you can live chat with us, and we're going to be talking about it. But you can also follow me on Twitter at Lima Wisdom ENT and everywhere else at Kalima Music Art Wisdom, where pop culture meets wisdom.
And this is DJ Richie Skye. You can follow me on Instagram, InstaSnap, and Twitter at DJ Richie Skye. You can also still find remnants of me on Snapchat at Richie Skye. I tried it. You guys can also watch me every week on Popcorn Talk. We will be breaking down the box office on Box Office Breakdown every week, so tune in. This has been another edition of AFTERBUZZ TV, Braxton Family Values, episode 12, Trick Thy Sister.
Woo.
Later.
See you next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AFTERBUZZ TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AFTERBUZZ TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AFTERBUZZ TV or its owners or principals.